Just excuse me. This is my new Suzuki S240. Well, I mean S40. 240. 650 cc. It's in good condition. Backfire though, that's one thing. I just got a feeling that somebody, because the possibility they changed the Japo seafoam in it twice and it's still backfiring. It's backfiring even more now. So I think they put a bigger main jet in there, give it some more horsepower. It does goes. I mean, it got low end, mid range, on the high end also. Because when I hit in 75 and I hit it, that thing goes straight to 85, then it'll creep up to 90, 95. Top speed that I had, it was 95. It'll hold 90 miles an hour, no problem. With wind, has enough torque and horsepower. It's a 650. Well, 652. Got two extra cc's on it. I hooked up. I think it's the switch. It's hooked up to the battery, and the switch lights up, so it lets me know it's waterproof. Also, I hooked it up with, one of the ties. I got a little tie on there. Right in this here, it got a groove with a battery compartment, and I put it in there. It ain't going nowhere. I wired it. This is just a experiment with. Right now, I have a. If you guess what this is a fan, computer fan, a 120 millimeter computer fan. It's one of those quiet ones, so you don't hear it. Power. I believe if I would have put one in there, it was high power, it'll blow some air. But I was just testing it out because I got a quad, 8-inch fan, waterproof, ATV fan, which it belongs with liquid cool ATV, and I'm gonna put it in there. Should fit perfectly there. It's a little bigger than this one is here, at least by 2 inches, but it will throw fan straight to the cylinder, and then since this throws, how do they say, like 200 cubic centimeters of wind power, which is, I equal it to like if you're going 45 miles an hour, that type of force, 45 miles an hour wind, and it'll go through here. It'll get some of the top, and it'll definitely go right through here where it needs to go, and it'll keep, if you're stuck in traffic on an air cool machine, single cylinder, see, and you overheat, especially if you're there for an hour. Say after 30 minutes, the machine started making that noise. I knew it was going to shut off, and it did. Soon that I pulled over to the curve, shut off. I had to wait 20 minutes under the sun, toasting. It was 96 degrees that day, Atlantic City. If I had a fan to cool it, it won't shut off for me. But at the same time, I think I would have pulled over anyway under shade. I would have went out and find the shade, and because soon you turn the fan on, because I had another bike air cool fan, that quad fan on there. 8 inch. Which one was it? Oh, that was, yeah, my Rebel. Honda Rebel. It was hot. When I was in traffic, I kicked that fan on. Since I was standing still, it was hot. Hot, hot, hot. So I got a lot of experience. I'm not a young guy. See, I'm an older guy. Uh, but this is the Suzuki S40. This thing moves. I drove 1,800 and they're heavier. This is like 400. I forgot what it was. 400, almost, it's like 425 pounds, I think what it is. So maybe 398. It's around there. I forgot the spec. I can't remember, but I know it's in there in the 400s. It's a light bike, enough torque and power. It moves. Now, if you put, let's say you get a 1200, it weighs 900 pounds. Now you're moving an extra 500 pounds on that bike. You do the math. It ain't gonna go any faster than this. This will keep up with that 1200 because it's 500 pounds lighter. So it's gonna keep up. The only difference is if I have a passenger and he has a passenger, he might have the upper hand on me on there. Because now you got the 1200, with that bigger engine with a passenger. They only weighed 180, so say you put a woman or 100 pounds or another woman, that she's, which I like thick women, they're about 150 to 160. And yes, it's like I won't keep up with the 1200, but I'll catch up. But this thing moves. It's light. They say it's a beginner's bike. Nah, this is not a beginner's bike. A Honda Rebel, yes. Anything like a 250, yes. This moves like a race bike. You put on first, and as soon as you hit second, you're already going 60 miles an hour. And I put it on first. At first, I could even go 50. I did 50 in less than 3 seconds. So, no, it's not a beginner's bike. See, my fan is moving. I'll show you. I'll turn the switch off right there. If you can see me. Where are you? Switch off. It turns off. When I put that quad in there, I just got the fan just for traffic there, they're still moving a little bit. If I got to sit there for an hour, forget it. I'm parking. I'll cook. This is 650, it's not 250. Look at the size of those pipes. Now that pipe right there will be cooking me. You're standing still. But it protects the engine. I did it because I noticed the difference on it. I don't know why they never equip, it's air cooled. Why didn't they just put a fan on it? I don't know, would it make sense? I guess the person who designed this didn't think about sitting in traffic for an hour. But it's cheap by you. Get it for $5,500. $1,000 or delivery charge, shipping and all that. Be $6,000 financing. It's if you add on the fan and all that, yeah, you have to add on another $1,000. I know why they kept. You just gotta add the fan yourself. It's twisty tie. This thing ain't going nowhere. Who did? Look, That holds on to it. Nowhere. Pull a front end there, as soon as you got it nice and tight and don't rattle, ain't going nowhere. Did it with the Rebel, had it just the same twisty ties with that metal rod, and it did not came apart, and then the twisty tie was still good. But I always keep some in my back, in my saddlebags, just in case, if you need to pull a new one. Focus, what happened? Focus. Signing out.